It's Madden NFL 23, and coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC East rivals. It's the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets, just ahead on EA Sports.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Taken at the goal line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a man who upset the AFC champs in his first career start last year during the regular season. Out of Western Kentucky, here's Mike White.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Hines now on the return. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both, and at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Allen into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw is a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive.
They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall to the 27-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Knight. And this time he is in. Yes. Zonovan Knight punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead at 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action. Now it's Allen. Going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sheldon Rankins in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And here comes Berrios. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And all the way down to the 7-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. But the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Hall. Uses this. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And here come the Bills. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. John Franklin Myers. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To the air, Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And New York set to take the field. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, White. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Josh Allen and the Bills set to take over again. And he's had his struggles here early with a couple of interceptions as he'll try to refocus with a 1st and 10 to start this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. On the move past the 40. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
On the draw, it's Hall. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now White. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Here's White. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore from 6 yards away. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it? In order to try not to come back.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down. A final shot before half for Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Bills. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Jets, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. McKenzie now from his end zone. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
It's Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
Second half starts with a run by Hall.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hall again on second down.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll go again with Hall.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
On second down, a run with Hall.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. White looks to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle, it's Cook. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Open. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Now Hall to start the drive. They find some open field here. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. 120 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Hall again. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's got room. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Straight ahead is Hall. Down to the 22-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. He will push his way down to about the 14. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Hall on a give up the middle. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.